It doesn't seem like a player. So what's going on? Yes. Did you hear that?
Yes.
All right.
Progress.
We'll start. Hello, humans, and welcome back to another episode.
Oh, I got too excited again.
You did get too excited again. Should we start again?
Yeah, maybe.
That's fine. You're editing this.
Okay.
All right. Take two. Hello,
Take two.
everybody. I'm really paranoid it's not recording. I know it is, but anyway, where's it recording to?
It'll record to your computer, I think.
Cool. All right. Hello, humans, and welcome back to another episode of
Two in a pod.
Two in a Pod. There we go. That took some time. I am one of your hosts, Emma.
And I'm the sadder host, Mya.
That is okay. That's very truthful. That's very freaking truthful.
I tried because I was like, I always say the cooler host or the better host, and I'm like, no, I need to make Emma the standout this week. But then it just made me sound really sad. Depressed host. That sounds really bad. Well, I just wanted to have the limelight today. I don't know.
You have the limelight today. You're doing the day in the life.
Yeah, but I just wanted to give you a little bit pizzazz, you know? Jazz it up a bit.
Anyway, so what's going to happen next week is we'll probably be on Zoom again because Mya and I are way too busy for our own good. And next week, I'm going to drop one of these off to your house.
Smart. That's actually really smart.
And if you can't see what?
Guess what I'm doing next week? Gotta see Emma in her play. Woo!
Yeah, hell yeah, you are. Yes, we are a week away from opening, which is
exciting. I'm so excited.
So incredible and so scary and so everything in between, which is just great. I feel like I haven't explained who I play. Have I explained who I play in this play?
I mean, to me, but I don't think on the podcast. I can't really remember. Every podcast is a blur.
Why is that so accurate? So
literally.
I know. So I play a wonderful character called Megan Jones, who is so basically the play is set in the 90s and it's set at a certain school of magic and magic. You can put two and two together what that school is because so it's great for Harry Potter fans and the play is
I'm so excited. I'm a Harry Potter fan.
But here's the thing, it's not a Harry Potter play, so we can't say that. So we can't say Harry Hogwarts. Instead, we say a certain school of magic and magic because copyright.
Yes.
So, I play Megan. She's in the Puffs, which is like the worst house to be in. Sorry, Mya.
Hey, whoa. Okay. First of all, being a Hufflepuff isn't a bad thing.
No, it's not a bad thing. And that's what you realize throughout the rest of the play, that being a Puff isn't a bad thing. But she's pissed off that she's in the Puffs. She wanted to be in the Snakes, the Braves, or the Smarts, which, if you know...
to be fair, that was me when I did my Hogwarts test, because I was like, I can't wear yellow because yellow looks bad on me. That's what young Mya thought, everybody.
So I did, what did I do? So I did my day in the life yesterday, and I've got a few wonderful clips of me in my costume, which I wear. So I'm going to stay on topic. My character's depressed that she's in Hufflepuff. No, depressed that she's in Puffs, and she wants to... We'll edit that out.
I mean, are they really going to come for us? They're going to be like, you can't say Hufflepuff.
Actually, to be honest, no. But, they'll come for my theatre company if we said it in, like, the promotional shit.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't think we'll get too much trouble. Anyway, the point is she's annoyed.
You keep going around in circles. That's me.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why. Anyway.
Get back to what you're saying.
So there's a trio. There's Megan, Oliver, and Wayne, and basically they're like the trio in the story, and they're just finding their way through the events that would have taken place in, the original books and movies, but it's in the perspective of the Puffs. So, and look, if you're curious, Google it. I'm not doing your job for you. But yeah, so we open next week and it's very exciting. I've done a terrible job at explaining this, but the point is it's entertaining.
The point is buy tickets and go see it, and then you'll find out.
we're doing pretty well for ticket sales at the moment, which I'm really happy about.
Good.
Because
yay,
that's what happens when you actually promote plays that you're in. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Tea.
Once again, I'm not mentioning that name either.
My solo, but pretend this is tea because I'm sipping on the tea right now.
I'll sip my water bottle that says cheers to not giving a fuck.
I love that.
Anyway, so the costume I'm wearing is, I've got like 3 costume changes, but some people have like up to 10.
Oh.
And they're quick changes too. And you just imagine like an emo kid in the 90s, very short shorts, fishnets.
That's you?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Emma, am I the character right now?
Yeah. Are you saying you didn't watch my day in a life story?
No, I did. That's why I was waiting for you to talk about your costume so I could stand up and show you.
But yeah, no, it's the fishnets, right? They keep getting stuck on my boots, so they've got like a massive hole in them. And it's
I have a hole in my stockings today. I found out because I keep getting caught in my zip, and it's really sad. And
all my castmates are like, Emma, it's called grunge. You'll be fine. I'm like, yeah, it's going to be fine until like they rip down the side of my leg. And they're like, just wear them till you can't no more. So that's my plan. Yeah. And if they rip on the night, so be
it. Adds aesthetic. It adds grunginess. It adds emo-ness. What the hell just flew across my chest? That was scary. I also painted my nails yesterday, which you would have seen in my thing. And I don't know if you can see them, but they are purpley greeny colors. They're multichrome, and the people keep asking me, they go, Emma, where did you get your nails done? I'm like, I didn't. I did them myself. And they're like, oh, they're not fake. I'm like, no, they're not fake. And it actually, because I've commented on so many people's nails, and now I've realized how many of them were fake. Because I always think they're real because mine are real. No, most people's are like fake. So Emma has really nice nails. Like her nails are just so beautiful all the time. So it looks like she's actually like got SNS or something on it when she just paints them. Me, on the other hand, I just painted my fingers. It would look like a 2-year-old because number one, I don't have like nails. Number 2, I'm just not that talented. No, my mum takes like hair, skin, and nails tablets from like Swiss, the vitamins. And Mum was like, you should try them. I'm like, I've got the thickest, curliest hair. I've got long ass nails. How much more? You're going to turn me into like a wildebeest or something. Like, can you imagine? Like, can you imagine this on like vitamins to strengthen your hair? Like, there would be no face. It would just be hair, and it wouldn't be nails at that point. It would just be claws. I wouldn't have that. Yeah. Maybe I should take those. Maybe you should. My hair is, I'm really stressed that when I'm going to get older, I'm going to have no hair left because my hair is so thin, guys. Like, look at this. This is my whole entire hair. This is all my hair. Meanwhile, that is like one curl of Emma's, and that is my whole entire amount of hair. Look at this, Emma. You cannot tell me that is not the thickness of one of your curls. Yeah, that's like a section of your hair. I can see it right now in the light. That's like a section. Emma? Yes. That's more. That's literally more. It needs to be less than that. Wait, I'll show you on the other. And this is the rest. Emma, I'm not making. It's the fact that small part you just showed was still bigger than what I've got.
But here's the thing. I love your hair because you can like wash your hair and then like within an hour do shit. I washed my hair this morning.
Oh yeah, that's the only plus. I will say it's like dry. I could just get a towel, go like this, done. It's like dry.
I washed my hair this morning at 10 o'clock. It's still wet.
What?
Yeah, it's still wet. Like at the bottom. See?
That's crazy.
Yeah. No,
Damn. Mine just mine I'm like a dog. I just have to get the towel over my head and just go like this, like shake it for like 2 seconds, and then boom, my hair is dry.
Also, I burn very, very easily. Like you can see in the camera how white I am.
Yeah.
There's no lights on. This is just me.
See, I'm like the same, but you're a bit more paler than me. But yeah, I step outside and I just burn. So I'm always really careful. But I literally, like at your birthday party, with the sun shining on my back, I was like, oh no, I didn't put sunscreen on. I'm gonna
I got burned that day.
Looked in the mirror today and I've got like lines on my back and I was like, oh.
You know what I've noticed as well? This is off topic, but it's relevant to what I'm going to get to today, which is I've noticed that when I was doing the day in the life thing, I was watching the followers and stuff of the viewers and stuff like that. And we have double the amount of people who watch our stories, but they don't follow us. Yeah.
Really?
So basically, these people have gone on to my Instagram or your Instagram, probably mine, the one that I said, you know, I'm taking over TwoInAPod. They would have taken the effort to click on it, go to our account, watch the stories, and not actually follow us.
That's like those subscribers that just watch and don't subscribe. It ain't that hard. It's free, guys. Just click the button.
Please. No, so I thought that was interesting. Now, to the topic.
Analytics. Yes, to the topic.
To the topic of today, which I didn't really have one planned, but I'm making it up as I go along because that's
what we do on this channel.
I want to talk about, what are you doing?
I found lip gloss and now I'm like, let's just put it on.
I want to talk about for a minute just the best advice you can come up with, because that was one of the questions that somebody asked me, right? And I was like, that
I don't know where to begin.
So what I'm going to title this episode is probably something to do with advice. I'll come up with, that's future Emma's problem.
Oh my God, what was that play we watched where that girl just gave out advice? What was her name?
Oh yeah, Essendon Theatre Company.
Oh my God, she's literally always in my head, and now when I actually want to talk about it, she's gone.
I'm surprised.
Sugar, that's it.
Sugar.
Yes, sweet sugar.
Was it called Sugar the play?
No, it was called. I don't know what it was. It wasn't Sugar though.
I don't know what it was called. But anyways, advice. I'm going to provide context. So basically, Mara and I, in last year sometime, we went to Essendon Theatre Company to watch a play that they were putting on. I cannot remember the name, but basically it was about this woman who worked for an advice magazine kind of thing. She had a section in the magazine to give advice. Do you remember Dolly? How people would like write in and be like, "Hi Dolly, my boyfriend isn't treating me well. I need some advice." And then Dolly magazine would write back.
Yes.
Yeah, so it was basically like that. And it would range from like I don't know what to do with my life to like, I am having a midlife crisis kind of thing. That's the same. Let me rephrase that. It's like, I don't know what to do with my schoolwork to I'm having a crisis. So this woman would respond to them, and it got really dark really quickly. So I don't have the time to put in a trigger warning for this video, so I'm not going to. So I'm not going to mention some of the stuff that happened. So the point is, we are going to give advice that was not asked for, not solicited, and from 19-year-old girls who were basically idiots. Let's do it.
Yes, because who is better to give advice than people who don't know what they're doing with their lives? I think I give good advice sometimes, but not to me.
What?
I said I feel like I give good advice to like others, but not
No,
to me.
I heard you.
Oh, you don't give good advice?
Well, here's the thing. Okay, I'm gonna call you out for a hot second.
To be fair, some of the stuff I do say to you is not good. In the past, I've been good advice.
Fantastic at asking for advice, but you're not so good at following through with it.
Yeah, yes. Okay. I feel like I give good advice to people, but I ask for advice. Do I listen? Absolutely not. Never. And they're always right and I'm always wrong.
Yeah. I don't disagree with that statement.
No, there's facts to prove it. We have receipts that will prove that you're always correct.
Yeah, I just said that in my birthday card. Maya wrote me the greatest birthday card of all time, which is I'm framing that. I've told people I'm framing it.
And really? Oh, as soon as I saw it, I was like, Emma's gonna love it.
Oh, you have no idea how much I love it. And it says on it, if it's got tires or testicles, it will cause you trouble. Which is, yeah. Oh, wait, you're taking your license soon, aren't you?
I had to move my test because the guy that I'm doing my lessons with couldn't do it. So it has to be like May now. Oh, April.
Oh, what?
No, May.
Oh, what?
It's May now. Sorry, it's May.
So what advice would you give for people who are about to take their test? As someone who's learning, preface to somebody who's on their greens. Green P plates, we should say.
I don't even know. Just don't cry. I'm kidding. I don't know, because like, I mean, I've already got all my hours. I've had them for a while.
How many hours do you need in Australia to get your license, Maya? Or to go to the test?
120. Well, actually, you should just say Melbourne, because license around Melbourne's the only one that you get your license later. Because like Darwin, for example, my friend Clayla, she got her license. She's already on her full license. She got her owls. I think she was like on her owls for like maybe 6 months. Had to do a test, like a driving test, and then she got her P's. And she got her P's and was driving around by herself, whilst I hadn't even had my owls yet. And that just really shows the difference in you know.
So if anyone's interested, this is what you first, if you're under the age of 21 and go for your license in Melbourne, you're on your L's and you go for your license. You then first get a red P plate, and then after a year you transfer to your green P's, which you're on for 3 years.
Yeah, it's like, it's so different, like each state in Australia. But yeah, advice I'd say, like, especially, I feel like getting like at least one lesson is good. Like, even though if you think that you're like a really good driver, like sometimes, like, you know, instructors, I know they're a bit pricey, but like even just going for one, you'll be able to understand what they're looking for in a test. Because like, yes, you could drive safe and things like that, but like if you don't do things a certain way, then you won't pass the test. So they'll help you and show you like what exactly you need to do, because they don't want you to fail. They want you to pass. So like they'll help you, and they know things that like parents don't necessarily know. And yeah, I feel like that's advice. Also, I don't know if I'm the best at this, because like honestly, I need some advice because I am stressed.
Oh, Maya.
No, literally, I'm so stressed to do this test. Will I be fine? Yeah. But am I stressed? Absolutely.
Are you doing auto or manual?
Auto. I can drive a like if I had to drive a manual in a crisis, I can. So I probably will get my manual license in the future. But yeah, at the moment, auto. But yeah, manuals, yeah, I feel like it's good to know both just in case. Like if you're ever, I mean, it's not as much now because most cars are automatic now, and you can get Ubers and taxis and all that
Oh, in
stuff. But like,
Europe,
if
it's
you
still
ever,
manuals.
oh really? Okay, so if you're in a situation and you need to get somewhere and the only car like you have is a manual, then like you should know how to drive it just in case you're in that
My
situation.
parents refuse to teach me. Like, I've asked them for
Really?
years and years and years, and we've got manual cars. They've just refused to teach me. They're like, "Oh, we will, we will." Oh, actually, you don't need to do it. I'm like, oh, that's really weird. So
It's probably just
eventually,
about stalling.
I'm just
One
going to
time my
teach
dad
myself.
Yeah, one time my dad he was like, Maya, let's drive the U home. I was like, drive the U home. I've driven the U before, but like heaps of times when I was younger in like farm paddocks and things like that. You know, like there's no cars around, it's fine. Like if I stall, I'm stalling in a paddock. Who's gonna judge me? The sheep? Like, come on. I'm not gonna cause an accident. But then my dad was like, oh yeah, just drive the manual like home. And I was like, okay. And when I stalled in an intersection, and the stress when I was putting like I was doing the gears, and I had to like accelerate whilst letting go of the clutch, and then I kept stalling, and I was like, no, and all these cars were behind me, and I was like, this is the most embarrassing moment of my life. I am never driving a manual again. I am gonna drive a manual again, but in that moment, I was like, I no, never again. How embarrassing! I had all these cars like judging me.
You know what's interesting? The light is, I'm so pale, it's starting to like reflect.
Yeah. It's like blinding.
So, to sum that up, overall advice for getting your license, get some lessons.
Yeah.
Also, if you see me looking over here a lot, it's because my phone is here recording that we can put on Spotify. So I'm not just staring
Yeah.
at myself, if that makes
So
sense.
you listeners can
That is
listen.
true. Um, gosh, what would you give advice for
Yes.
somebody who is in a friendship they should leave? Not a
Ooh,
relationship, a
a
friendship.
friendship. Ooh, I've been in lots of those. Oh, I mean, sometimes, sometimes you, as like some of your friends can be like extremely toxic and not good for you and make you feel really bad. But because you're like, oh, they're my friend, like you know, like no, they do care about me. They're just joking, all this stuff. Um, you need to like I guess really self-reflect and be like, does hanging around these people make you feel good? Because if you're hanging around these people and they make you feel bad, they make you feel worthless, they make you like judge yourself and look down on yourself, then I think it's really important that you start thinking about how, you know, maybe they're not the best people for you. And like it can be really hard sometimes. Like you could be growing up and have a really close friend. You could, you know, like someone like from sport. I had a friend from um dancing ages and ages and ages, like yonks ago. And like it was the friendship was toxic to begin with. And yeah, and then but I always stayed because I was like, no, she's my friend, she's my friend. And then I guess like some people also around me pointed it out, but I realized that I didn't want to associate with someone that made me feel like that and that also treated my other friends badly. And I was like, no, I can't be around that. That's not what I want. So I feel like if you are, you know, stuck in like a toxic friendship, it can be hard to get out of. Um, but I feel like slowly distancing yourself is definitely a good start. And you know, start hanging around with people that make you feel good about yourself and that make you feel like welcome and loved, because that's what everyone wants. You don't want to be surrounded, because when you're surrounded by people that make you feel shit, then you start feeling shit about yourself.
Exactly, because well, you've heard about my toxic friendships in the past. I won't go into it. But what I've found as well is two new things kind of thing. First of all, there are these people called time thieves. Do you know what a time thief is?
Someone that steals time.
Basically, yeah, it's a person that will. So So I'll give you an example, right? You know how we ask each other for advice, and I reckon we put in an equal amount into this friendship, you and I.
Oh, I know exactly what you're about to say. Yes.
It's more like, imagine if I just kept coming to you, Mya, and you were like flat out, and I was like, I need your attention. I need your attention. I need your attention. And you put in a boundary and was like, I'm in the middle of doing something, and I didn't respect that. I'm just like, I need your attention. That
Yeah.
is a time thief. You are spending way
Or it's
too
like,
much time on them than they are on you.
yeah. And also like, it can kind of be like flipped as well. Like if you're not putting in the effort, or if they're not if you seem like that you're always hanging out and asking to do things and they're not putting in that same effort, then like they probably don't care. And like, because a friendship is like a relationship, it needs to be like equal, like it needs to be balanced. And also like what you just said, Emma, like sorry,
Mya just had a malfunction there.
sorry, my chest went all weird. That was so weird. I just turned into like a robot. No, what was I gonna say? Damn it. No, following on what Emma said, like also that like making sure that, you know, things are kind of like evenly spread and balanced, that not someone's throwing all their problems onto you. Like if you are sharing your problems to someone, but when they want to share their problems to you and you block that off, then it's they block that off. It's like, well, you both need to be able to listen to each other and hear each other and help each other out. If one person expects all this advice and all this attention, and then when the other person asks for it and they don't, and they're like, ew, why would I do that? Then that's not a good friendship, because you need to be there.
That's yeah, running out of time. I'm not running out of time. All right, we have 10 minutes left of this podcast, but that's okay because I'm getting on to my second thing, which is it's also healthy to outgrow people.
Yes, 1,000%.
Because sometimes you can be best friends in high school. I'm not actually taking this from any personal.
Oh yeah, me neither, because I'm still close friends with all my friends from high school.
So I'm just putting that out there. But this has happened before. You may be close friends in high school or primary school or uni or work.
Or like
And
sport,
your
like
lives just separate. And
you just go on different paths.
you can mourn it for a bit, but don't, fixate on it, because if it was meant, I kind of do the thing of, if it was meant to be, it's meant to be.
Yeah, so, I say that too. But then I feel like that contradicts myself in a lot of situations. But like, I feel like if people are, but I feel like I strongly believe in like it's meant to be when like people are in your life or when they're not in your life, like friendship wise and relationship wise. I'm like, okay, well, the universe or whatever you guys believe in. I believe in there's like, there's like good vibes in the universe. That's what I believe in. And that the universe, has like a kind of like a plan or knows what you need. I like to think that. I hope they know what I need, and I hope they give it to me. But yeah, like Emma said, like, sometimes like friendships, you just outgrow people, and like that's okay. Like, and I guess it's like relationships too. Like, sometimes you just like, it's not, you don't have to necessarily hate each other or there's a fight or there's like anything like that. I love how I'm saying this when like the only relationship I had was awful. But like from
almost like friends, someone gave you advice not to do it.
Okay, Emma. Yes, I did listen. Okay, I was blindsided by a man who looks like someone that I was like, why would I go for that guy? Because he's not that attractive to me. Which is all no offense to that man, but like I was like looking around and I was like, damn, they are like so much more my type. Anyways, hang on, I'm going off the story. But yeah, like from friends' experiences, like they could really love someone and then they just kind of outgrow each other. They've got different things going on in life. And they just, were like, well, you know, it's just we don't serve a place in each other's lives anymore. And yeah, it can be sad to mourn like friendships and relationships where you're like, you know, you just have different things in life. But it's also important that you also like look after yourselves and you do what's best for you and things like that. Don't do things to please other people. Like, don't do a Mya and don't please people.
Yeah, don't please people.
Be a Mya. Don't be a Mya.
Be a Mya in other ways though. Like upgrade.
Yeah, exactly. Like how fun I am, how good I am at fashion, how talented I am, how beautiful I am, how funny I am.
What's your overall advice, whether it be for yourself, relationship, friendships, food, dance, sport, whatever? What's your best piece of advice you've ever been given?
Oh, this is a lot of pressure, but this is a thing that my dad always tells me. So in grade 4, it used to be up on our wall, like my teacher put it on our wall in grade 4, and it has stuck with me till now. And my dad says it to me all the time. Like whenever I'm stressed, whenever I'm like upset and things like that, my dad always says it to me, and he says, you don't have to be the best, but you have to try your best. And like, I think I definitely live by that advice, because I feel like sometimes I put a lot of pressure on myself to be this amazing, like, you know, perfect human, or someone that gets, you know, really good grades, or like is really successful and things like that. And I put a lot of pressure on myself, and I'm like, you know what? And I compare myself heavily to other people, but it's like, in that moment, did I do everything I could? Yes. Did I try my absolute best? Yes. And that's all I can do. I can't do more than that. So if my best on that day was, you know, this score or whatever, like, then that's amazing, because that's, you know, that accurately represented me at that time. And that's, you know, as long as I try my best, that's all that matters. And I feel like I definitely live by that advice. But also, like, I guess it's just advice in general is just to like, there's no one else out there in the world that's like you. And I know that, like, especially in society and things like that, you feel like you want to look a certain way or act a certain way. And I've definitely recently, I've just come into terms and been trying to like it's still a journey, but trying to like tell myself that, look, there's no one out there, there's no other Mya that, you know, has this, you know, these genes, has these quirks, has these like just everything. Like there's no one else that's like me out there. And I'm like, I should just embrace that, because this is who I am. I was gifted this soul, I was gifted this body, I was gifted this life. So like, yeah, why would I want to be anyone else?
Yeah.
That's my drop.
That's like Mya is completely correct in every sense of that way. My advice, my best advice, is something I learnt myself the hard way, which is everything is a learning opportunity. Don't so I used to be the type of person that would lay in bed at night and think, fuck, why did I do that? Why did I do this? Why did I do that? And you know what I do instead?
Yeah.
I don't do that anymore. What I do is go, that was a great learning opportunity, because now I'm more resilient. Now I know not to trust this person. Now I know who people are before I get into a bad situation. Because
now I know what to look out for and things like that.
Now I know that getting up and saying that is not a great idea, because it's not cringy or embarrassing, or maybe it is, but at the same point, it's still an opportunity to go, okay, I can either repeat it next time and improve it, or I can avoid it, or I could just see how it goes with the knowledge that I have.
Yeah.
Because if you do that, you're going to hate yourself a lot less.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's just it. That's it.
Life advice with Mya and Emma.
Life advice with Mya and Emma. On that note, because Zoom wants to kick us off this, but on that note, if you would like to hear more from Emma and Mya from TwoInAPod, you can DM us, or you can email us at TwoInAPodcast
gmail.com.
Hey, that's smooth. If you want to follow us on TikTok, you can follow us at
TwoInAPodcast.
And if you want to follow us on Instagram, you can follow us at _InAPod. Not going to finish that sentence. Just pod.
Yes, just a pod on Instagram. It's just pod.
Just pod. We're going to continue seeing Mya's day. So
yes,
that's going to be So that's going to be very exciting. But for now, we are going to say goodbye to you, kits and cats, bits and bats, and we will see you next time. Probably not on a Friday, but we'll do.
We'll just
do what we can.
Yeah, this is our pod. We can do what we want.
All right, everybody. Thank you for watching and listening and everything. We love you. All right. Goodbye.
We love you all.
Bye-bye. Bye. So where does this